Our top story now in a fresh setback for Arvind Kejriwal, who's out on bail in a case related to the alleged Delhi liquor policy scam and also recently lost Delhi Assembly elections, including his own constituency. A court in the capital has now directed that an FIR be registered against him and others from the Aam Aadmi Party over allegedly misusing public funds to put up large hoardings. Now, hearing a petition, the Rouse Avenue Court directed the Delhi police to register the FIR and have also asked for a compliance report to be submitted by March 18th. Now, this case dates back to 2019, and this order by the court, as we said, came after Aam Aadmi Party has been ousted from power by the BJP after 10 years of rule in the national capital. Let's go across to Nupur for more details. And Nupur, give us the details of this court order, a setback for Arvind Kejriwal.
Well, yes, this is indeed another setback for Aam Aadmi Party chief Arvind Kejriwal and other leaders who are accused in this particular case. Now, the Delhi court, Rouse Avenue Court, has in fact, directed that Delhi police register the FIRs in the said case by March of 18th, and it has in fact sought a compliance report as well from the Delhi police. And this actually means trouble for Kejriwal, as previously a lower court has in fact refused to entertain this petition where an FIR was sought against them for allegedly misusing public funds for displaying hoardings of themselves, promoting their party. To recall, previously, over the 10 years when AAP government was in power in Delhi, the BJP has time and again alleged and accused AAP of misusing public funds for their own publicity. And in January, in fact, the Directorate of Information had also asked AAP to reimburse nearly 163 crores for the advertisements they had played up in promoting their party for political gains. So this in fact can mean more trouble for Arvind Kejriwal, as he's already embroiled in other cases related to Delhi liquor policy scam and other corruption cases. Now this is an additional case, and it will be crucial to see what AAP party does, or what is the next step. Will it go to the higher court challenging this particular order? But for now, FIR will be registered against Arvind Kejriwal as the court has directed.
All right, well, let's go across to Ishika now for more on this story. Ishika, any reactions from the Aam Aadmi Party? Yet another setback. Now an FIR against Arvind Kejriwal, who is already out on bail in the liquor policy case.
Well, in fact, no official reaction, yet from the Aam Aadmi Party over this entire matter. But what we are being told by the Aam Aadmi Party sources is that they will definitely be challenging it in the High Court now. So certainly, as my colleague Nupur was pointing it out, that it is quite a setback for Arvind Kejriwal now, because, this entire case relates to Dwarka, in Dwarka in 2019, at the time when the Aam Aadmi Party was in government. And at the time, the then opposition, the BJP, used to level these charges that the Aam Aadmi Party is in fact misusing the public funds, that is the taxpayers' money, in its own publicity, in its own advertisements. So certainly, this is certainly only going to mount the attack from the BJP side, and especially keeping in focus this point that Arvind Kejriwal's party is not now in power. So certainly, fresh trouble continues to mount for Arvind Kejriwal and also for the Aam Aadmi Party. We are still awaiting an official statement from the AAP. Over to you.
All right. Thanks so much, Ishika and Nupur, for joining us with all those details. And let's go across now to our guests. We're joined by Neoma Gupta, BJP spokesperson, also Saji Chako, a political analyst and someone who supports the Aam Aadmi Party. As Ishika said, there's so far no official reaction from AAP. But Saji Chako, this is yet another setback for Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal.
Gandhi, I wouldn't term it a big setback, but yes, let's come to the basic question you asked me. It's like, this is an old case, it's nothing new. This happened in 2019, as you yourself have pointed out, and at that time this was completely thrown out by a court. It's not even entertained. So now basically that the BJP has come back to power, I think they're trying to get all the skeletons out of the closet and trying to push Kejriwal into a further corner. Having said that, I mean, this is not the last of it. We can always go and appeal against it. There's so many other things. It's not as if Kejriwal is going to be, an FIR is going to be done and Kejriwal is going to be arrested and put into jail again. No, that's certainly not the case. There are going to be procedures. There are going to be procedures here, and worst comes to worst, we can go and appeal to a higher court. I mean, it's not as if the time has been put up on Kejriwal. This is an old case. I'm being repetitive. It's been an old case. It's not nothing new.
No, we did say that it's a case pertaining to 2019, and it's to do with this alleged misuse of public funds for putting up these massive hoardings or billboards. But Neoma Gupta, your response to that, this is an old case. This was earlier thrown out by a lower court, but now that Arvind Kejriwal is out of power and AAP is out of power, that's what they're alleging, that suddenly this case comes back and now an FIR has been ordered.
Good evening, Gargi. See, we have always maintained that if there is a party that is blatantly looted the public and tried to put it on a facade while doing it, it is the Aam Aadmi Party under the leadership of Mr. Kejriwal. Today, Rouse Avenue Court has directed the Delhi police to file an FIR against Mr. Kejriwal and 2 others of AAP over the misuse of public funds. And this is law is taking its due process. So obviously, when they always talk about time, they always speculate because they're in the wrong. I mean, Mr. Kejriwal is, of course, no stranger to misusing public funds. We all know that. Look at what happened a few days ago. A massive cavalcade with 18 SUVs, 3 police vehicles, 2 jeeps and ambulance is accompanying him for not an official visit, but for Vipassana retreat. Is he a chief minister? No. Is he a union minister? Is he an MP, MLA, Supreme Court, High Court judge, cabinet secretary, intelligence officers? He doesn't fit any entitlement to do so. So one can only imagine the misuse of funds that have been taken place under him when he was a CM. Whether it is their business blaster scheme, 54 crores were allotted to them, 80 crores is spent on promoting. The Desh Ka Mentor scheme, 1.9 crores allotted to the scheme, 27.9 given for publicity. Stubble management scheme, 77 lakhs allotted, 28 crores spent on promotion. What are you doing? What are the dynamics? Is there some semblance of balance? AAP has always used excessive amounts of money on advertising, even during the elections, and on schemes especially. And what have they done in actually implementing? They've lost the voters' trust completely. Any organ of the government which is going to see them in the domain of the correct light is going to question them. And this comes at a time when actually AAP's credibility is already a low due to the actions they themselves have to be blamed for.
All right, that's a lot of points that you've raised,
Can they be explained to me?
And when it comes to massive hoardings, etc., we've seen the opposition also talk about the BJP when it comes to these massive hoardings and question the use of funds, and even during COVID times. But yes, Saji Chako, a list of their charges about the Aam Aadmi Party.
Gargi, see, you tell me which party doesn't use publicity. Come on, let's be very, very straight and honest on this. It's all in the semantics and the numbers. Now, why if they're blatantly misusing it, why not create such a hue and cry then? Or why not have a song and dance then? Now when they're out of power, when the party is out of power, you're trying to get old cases done, bring new old things done getting further into push into a corner. So it's not as if every political party worth its salt does publicity. It's all in the proportion. I mean, come on, let the BJP spokesperson say that they have been completely transparently using the money for publicity. I'll come on record saying that. It's not a new thing. It's not a crime. It's not an offense. Every political party does it.
All right, so let's get Neoma Gupta's response to that. Yes, Aam Aadmi Party is, this complaint from 2019 to do with massive hoardings for their leaders. That case has now suddenly, been revived and an FIR has been ordered. But yes, we've seen, every political party putting up these massive hoardings everywhere. During G20, Delhi was, covered with hoardings. So it's something that all political parties do, is what Saji Chako saying.
See, advertising is done by every political party. I completely respect that, but there has to be some sense of semblance in this. I mean, over here, their entire campaign ran on the fact that they've done a first-class health structure. They've given the best health facilities, and can I just tell you the terrible and inadequate health infrastructure which actually existed, with a massive revenue loss of 2,268 crores due to the faulty implementation of all their liquor policies. So while sir is saying, there has to be a balance, so why don't you explain to me how is it a balance when the stubble management scheme, you've allotted 77 lakhs, but you've spent 28 crores on the promotion. On the Desh Ka Mentor scheme, you allotted 1.9 crores for the scheme, you spent 27.9 crores. Let's do a general maths. It's literally 15 times the figure you allotted for the scheme. You came and said you'll give the women of Punjab 1,100 rupees. You shouted out loud, advertised that profusely. Till date, not one Punjabi lady has got the 1,100 scheme. So while you're saying advertising is necessary for a political party to endorse their vision, please walk the talk of doing the scheme also. 20 times spending the money is not really doing the purpose. And I said, I understand the sentiment of the AAP people, but not of a apolitical analyst who will see that the
he is
voter
somebody who
lost
supports
trust
the
in
Aam
them
Aadmi
because
Party,
they saw the larger canvas of zero advertising.
All right, finally, Saji Chako, we're talking about the Aam Aadmi Party, beleaguered right now, out of power in Delhi. Arvind Kejriwal is anyway out on bail, and now yet one more FIR against him.
Gargi, there may be a litany of this. This is certainly not the last FIR. I'm sure there's going to be a litany of FIRs. There's going to be a litany of old cases being opened up. I mean, it's all fine. It's all fine. Let him be proved corrupt. Let the court, let the magistrate say, pass the sentence that he is corrupt, he be arrested. I think till that time, we should all hold back our horses. It's very clear. I mean, it's no point breaking up old cases,
let him fly the compliance
bringing them time and again. Unless Arvind Kejriwal is held guilty, is pronounced guilty, the court gives the verdict, I think this is all riff-raff.
All right, we'll leave it there. We're still waiting for that official reaction from the Aam Aadmi Party. Thank you so much, Neova Gupta and Saji Chako, for joining us on the program.